Well, new Kendrick. I just got done listening to Watch the Party Die. I'd forgotten about that song. I forgot about a lot of the stuff that he says in that song. And I wanted to listen to that before dropping into this album just because I wanted to get a refresher on, his temperament, where his mind is, etc. And oh yeah, right. Right. Talking about gotta burn the whole thing down to build it back up again, and makes me nervous to drop because the more visible you get, the more your spirit gets tried, and please help save me from all these lame ass people. And yeah, he says a lot. And I was laughing at myself a little bit because I was like, I'm gonna go through these lyrics and I feel so inadequate. I feel so poorly equipped. Kendrick talks about a lot of stuff that's cultural, hip hop culture, and I'm not immersed in hip hop culture, so I'm gonna be lacking in a lot of areas. But I will do my best as I do. One thing I'm not going to do, I am not going to react to the music video today. It is the day before Thanksgiving. It's really early in the morning, as you can tell by the bags under my eyes. Trying to get some stuff done before we start doing holiday stuff, obviously. This dropped last Friday while I was doing my recording my reaction to Straight Outta Compton by NWA. So I started everything up and did my thing, and then when I got done, the internet was all on fire. GNX, I've done a good job of staying offline. So all I know about GNX is apparently GNX is the type of car that's on the cover. Which, okay, I don't know anything about cars. Honestly, I've never really been a huge car person. And then I know Jack Antonoff. I went through and I opened up, as I was setting everything up, I expanded all of the producer lists. He's in on almost everything. And I remember he came up because he worked with Taylor Swift, and that was one of the disses that Drake tried to throw at him. And so it feels like Kendrick's just throwing it right back. But I think there's more to it, but I don't really care. I don't pay much attention to what Taylor Swift is doing and all that. So I just wanted to remember basically who he was. So that jogged that memory. And the only other thing I am aware of is something about Kendrick yelling mustard. That's about it. So I know the car is a GNX model or whatever, and then Jack Antonoff has worked with Taylor Swift and something about screaming mustard. Those are the only spoilers I have, which is pretty good. I did see Drake has filed lawsuits against Kendrick Lamar. To quote the great Pepper Brooks from the movie Dodgeball, "It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him." I don't think that's going to work at all, but whatever. I don't know if there's disses at Drake. I don't know. It's kind of nice actually to walk right in being very blind. When it comes to the beef between Drake and Kendrick and all the songs, I don't listen to any of them. I know, Not Like Us is this huge song and big hit. I don't listen to it. Honestly, I feel a little weird listening to it. I mean, it's a good song, but there was a couple of times I was, just giving it a couple spins to listen to it when it first dropped. And when it gets to the part, they not like us, there's this little voice in my head going, who is not like us? Like, it just feels a little odd to chant that, me being me. Anyway, not a big deal. Just want to throw that out there, that when it comes to the Drake's, the beef songs, I don't really listen to them. My son really likes Meet the Grams. He listens to it every now and then, and he'll just come up and tell me, like, God damn, that song is crazy. Like, he just is blown away by what Kendrick is saying, and yeah, rightfully so. Okay, let's get into it. 12 songs, 44 minutes. The first track is the longest, a little over 5 minutes. The rest are, 3, 4, something like that. So, okay. Again, I'm going to go through the lyrics like I always do, but there's going to be a lot of stuff I miss. So I just want to put that out early. There's going to be a lot of stuff I miss. I'm really not interested in spending like 20, 30 minutes a song trying to understand every single lyric. I'm not trying to master the album on one listen, okay? I'm going to go through it. I'll probably click some annotations. I'll probably ignore some annotations. I'll read some annotations and say they're wrong. Standard affair right there. But let's jump in. First track is called Whacked Out Murals. Lots of producers, Soundwave, Dahi, Jack Antonoff, and then some other people I don't recognize. Anyway, here we go. New Kendrick out of nowhere. Track 1, Whacked Out Murals. Here we go. First time listen. I do want to see what this means. I feel your presence here last night, and we start to cry. Huh.
Yesterday somebody whacked out my mural. That energy'll make you niggas move to Europe.
Huh.
But it's regular for me, yeah, that's for sure. The love and hate is definite without a cure.
Huh.
All this talk is bitch made, that's on my lord. I kill them all before I let them kill my joy. I done been through it all, what you endure.
Holy
shit.
shit.
Be fuck that nigga, but now it's plural. Fuck everybody, that's on my body. My blicks first, then God got me. I watch them pander with them backhanded compliments.
Oh shit.
Put their head on the Cuban link as a monument. I pay homage and I'll always mind my business. I never lost who I am for a rap image. There's motivation if you wonder how I did it. Yeah, nigga, going up your rank. Know you a god even when they say you ain't.
This is fucking sinister.
Keep your feelings out the way. Never let no one put smut up on your name. Yeah, nigga, keep your head down and work like I do. But understand, everybody ain't go like you. Yeah, nigga, if they say it's love, you been lied to. A couple rules of engagements, I'ma guide you.
If they say it's love, you've been lied to. This is sinister as fuck. God.
Fuck apologies, I wanna see y'all geek.
This is badass.
Don't acknowledge me, then maybe we can say it's fair. Take it to the internet and I'ma take it there. Miss my uncle Lemaine, he said that he would kill me if I didn't make it. Now I'm possessed by a spirit and they can't take it. Used to bump the Carter 3, I held my rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever though. Crazy, everybody questionable. Turn me to an Eskimo.
Killer beat.
Snoop posted Taylor made. I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go. They like that big trip, and I just want what I deserve. What bridge they done burned? All of them is over with. I'm doing what COVID did. They'll never get over it.
God damn, dude. We're 3 minutes in, and this shit is already like fucking ruthless. What? No. Not ruthless. No. It's worse than that. Because there's a difference, right? There's a difference between somebody saying some cold ass shit or talking shit or saying something that just sounds mean. He means this. Like, that's the thing with talking shit, right? It's always, you can say all this stuff, but it's always kind of under this subtle, like, shade of talking shit. You know, there's this element of entertainment kind of hidden in there, and it's part of the game kind of hidden in there. And so it removes, it kind of softens the edge of sincerity, right? Somebody could rattle off some stuff and go, oh, damn, that's crazy that they said that. But there's always this just little hint of, yeah, but we know it's just talking shit. Kendrick is not talking shit. He means this. And I love the beat. I love the beat that is holding this all together, because it is just as sinister as the lyrics are. God damn. There's so much already lyrically to go through. Fuck's sake. Let's finish this track, and then I'll see what I can do lyrically. I'll just kind of hit some highlights. Again, I I'm not trying to solve the riddle in the first listen, you know, and sometimes there ain't shit to solve. There's just a lot being said. And goddamn, Kendrick, it's just ridiculous. This guy is out of control. Backing it up a little bit.
Yeah, nigga, keep your head down and work like I do. But understand, everybody ain't gonna like you. Yeah, nigga,
I love that line.
You been lied
Everybody
to.
ain't gonna like
rules
you.
of engagements here to guide you. Niggas from my city couldn't entertain no boy. Promising bank transactions and even Bitcoin. I never piece it up. That shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I'll take them to hell with me.
Oh my
if
God,
the money
dude.
got in the hands of a crash dummy, could jeopardize my family and burden the ones who love me. Niggas mad cause I decided not to pretend. Y'all stay politically correct. I'ma do what I did. Ain't no sympathy here. This shit's hilarious. Ain't fuck anybody empathetic to the other side, I vow. A bitch nigga love bitch niggas that exist with them in style.
Fuck's sake,
Exterminate them
dude.
right now. Make Cat Williams and them proud. The truth about to get loud. No juices out of my cup. I sober up and knock them all off. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman that's law. I know probably gonna work for them. And fuck whoever that's close to them. The niggas that coon and niggas that being groomed. Slide on both of them.
Fuck's sake, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You can't argue with them to make it to be a star. Bear your soul and put your heart up in it. Well, I did. Whack the murals out, but it ain't no legends if my legend ends.
God damn, dude. Oh my fucking God. That's the first. I mean, I don't even need the rest of the album. Done. I'm done. Let's go smoke a cigarette. Fuck's sake. I don't know if I can handle a full album of this shit. What's funny too is I was looking at something popped up like this is technically his shortest running album. It's a 44-minute album. This would be like a 44-hour video. Holy fuck. Okay. Holy fuck. Like I want to highlight a couple of things so that just be every single line basically. Every line is important here. Jesus Christ, dude. All right. Well, I'm like doing this thing where my brain's like, oh, I'm just going to touch on a little, but yeah, don't get hung up on it. Forget it. Just do what you do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just fucking whatever. All this talk is bitch made. That's on my Lord. I'll kill them all before I let them kill my joy. I've been through it all. What have you endured? It used to be fuck that guy, but now it's plural. Oh my, fuck everybody that's on my body. Oh my God, dude. I watch them pander with them backhanded compliments. Fuck, man. I wonder, so this annotation where he cuts off his own line. I made this mirrors Kendrick's line that was cut short and that watched the party die. Okay. So that's, nobody really knows what the finishing line is. I never lost who I am for a rap image. It's motivation if you wonder how I did it. Go get your rank up. Know you a god even when they say you ain't. That's gotta be directed at Drake, right? He's a 6ix9ine god or whatever. Right? No? Oh, yeah. It's in there. A little bit. Okay. Never let no one put smut on your name. Where's, this is the shit I love. But understand, keep your head down and work like I do. Understand everybody ain't going to like you. I honestly, I'm kind of like a little sad, but I love the evolution because to me, at least at that point in time with Mr. Merrill and the Big Stepper's crown, you can't please everybody. You can't please. I adore that song. I fucking cried like a baby the first time I heard that song because finally Kendrick gets it. He doesn't have to save the world. He doesn't have to carry all of this weight on his shoulder, so on and so on. But then it went into, was it the one off of We Don't Trust You? Where he says, my temperament's bipolar. I choose violence. Because the final track off of Big Steppers, I choose me, I'm sorry. I choose me, I'm sorry. And now you get into this next stage. Keep your head down and work like I do, but understand everybody ain't gonna like you. So it's this evolution from I can't please everybody to not everybody's gonna like me, and I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna do what I need to do. I can't please everybody. Not everyone's gonna like me. My temperament is bipolar. I've changed, and now it's almost like instead of having the atlas of the world, right? Atlas shrugged, the world on his shoulders, trying to carry everything. Now it's like I'm trying to fucking smash it. From that to watch the party die and to this, oh my God. A couple rules of engagements I'm going to guide you. Oh, so this, I need to understand this too. That reflects in your gaze. So this whole, the Spanish portion, I feel your presence here last night and we start to cry. That reflects in your gaze the night you and me. I wonder if he's just thinking about Tupac there. I don't know. Fuck apologies. I want to see y'all geeked up. Don't acknowledge me. Then maybe we can say it's fair. Take it to the internet. I'm going to take it there. So there's got to be a nod to like all the shit that has happened through the beef tracks, I suppose. Maybe not. I don't know. Miss my Uncle Lane said he would kill me if I didn't make it. Now I'm possessed by a spirit and they can't take it. Like, yeah, it's kind of like this thing of what's the phrase? Woke the dragon, right? Woke the sleeping dragon type of a deal. Now it's just on a rampage. Used to bump Carter 3. I held my rodeo. This thing about Lil Wayne here. I got to calm down. I can't even read the lyrics without screwing it up. I need to calm down. Used to bump the Carter 3. I held my rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. So I saw some rumblings online when Kendrick got the Super Bowl nod and people were upset because I guess of the location. And I don't know. But that was a thing I saw. What was the deal with this Snoop Dogg and this TaylorMade thing? I didn't understand. TaylorMade freestyle. Oh yeah. Was that the AI one? That's right, the AI one. Yeah. Upon its release, Snoop shared a video on Instagram humorously reacting to the use of his AI generated voice. Okay, I didn't know about that. Won the Super Bowl, and Nas is the only one to congratulate me. All these people are agitated. I'm just glad they're showing faces. Right. You know who your enemies are. You know who your supporters are. Yeah. I mean, there is value in that. Sometimes it's a little hard to deal with when you realize, where people stand when it comes to you and what you're doing. But there's also value in that. Now you know what ties can be severed and which can be maintained. Old ass flows trying to convince me that you're their favorite. This is not for lyricists. I swear it's not the sentiments. Fuck a double entendre. I want y'all to feel this shit. Old soul. I probably built them pyramids. Ducking strays when I rap Battle of the Nickersons. Oh my God, dude. Against all odds, I squabbled up for them dividends. I done lost plenty of friends. 16 to be specific. Fuck's sake, man. 16. Fuck. What bridge they done burnt? All of them. It's over with. I'm going to do what COVID did. They'll never get over it. That's like a reference to like long COVID or something. Oh no, social distancing. Yeah, that makes more sense. Good annotation, guys. Good annotation. Good job. People from my city couldn't even entertain old boy promising bank transactions, even Bitcoin. I never pieced it up. That shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I'll take them to hell with me. Oh my God, dude. People are mad because I decided not to pretend. Y'all stay politically correct. I'm going to do what I did. Ain't no sympathy here. This shit's hilarious. It's a lot of opinions, but no power to carry it. Fucking A, man. God damn. Since you're all pandering to choose a side, let me do it for you. Okay, fuck your hip hop. I watched the party just die. People cackling about, and it's cut off. While all y'all is on trial, people thought I was antisocial when I stayed inside of my house. You're better off to have one woman. Everything's tricky right now. You people live in denial. Fuck anybody empathetic to the other side, I vow. A bitch person love bitch people. They exist with them in style. God damn. And then this Cat Williams line. So I did see the thing with Cat Williams on, what's his name? Shannon, not Shannon Taylor. I can't remember his name. Shannon Sharp, right? The football player. He's got this podcast. But I saw the thing with Cat Williams, and he was going on and on about some stuff, and it was interesting. Okay, you know, who knows how much of it is true, but some things have happened since that video, that podcast. Make Cat Williams and them proud. The truth about to get loud. No juice inside of my cup. I sober up and knock them all off. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. What is this a reference to? Andrew Schultz. Oh, I don't really follow. I don't really pay attention to Andrew Schultz. Anyway, okay. Fuck's sake, man. All right, well, there's track 1. That was 22 minutes. Track 2's called Squabble Up. Lots of producers. Let's jump into track 2. Here we go. Fuck, dude, that first song was just pure fucking ice cold fire. If that makes any sense.
God knows. I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli.
Oh, wow.
Keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership. The blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off. I get off at my feet.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow.
A yee nigga couldn't try me in a tri-state. Buddy pass, but I give him splash till he hydrated. Bounce out, know he spook town, eyes dilated. I got the money and the power, both gyrating. I feel good, get the fuck out my
cool bass.
Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with
Look
the
good, but she
thighs. Man, don't let me know what the prize. What the fuck? I got hits, I got bucks, I got new paper cuts.
What is
I got
this? This is
friends, I got
trippy,
hoes,
man.
but they
It's
all sitting
different.
ducks. Hit his turf and get cracking, double back like a deluxe. 50 deep.
I like the
There you go, beat him up. Falling from a money tree, and it grew throughout the month. Spit a loogie at the camera, speed off. Yes, us. Squabble up.
Oh, yeah.
Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up.
I wonder how many people hate this beat. I'm down with this beat because I like electronic music, techno music, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I listen to it fairly often. So, I mean, I feel like in terms of sound, this is a pretty strong departure from a traditional hip-hop sound. But I fucking love it. This falls right into another lane of music that I enjoy. So this is easy for me to settle into. I really like the sound. Good electronic sound.
Pipe down, young. These some whole other politics. Bitch with him and some bitch in him. That's a lot of bitch. Don't hit him. He got kids with him. My apologies. Ghetto child. Here was Blackie Mouse with a Smirnoff. He high. We outside. War they about to kill him off. Blacks on blacks. It's a fact. This a brick or all. Tell me why the fuck you niggas rap if it's fictional. Tell me why the fuck you niggas fed if you criminal. Hey, Dot, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, nah. H Boom Coon from the west side to Senegal. It's a full moon. Let the wolves out. I've been a dog. I feel good. Get the fuck out my face.
Yeah.
Look
I like this
good,
one.
but she don't got no
I like Squabble Up.
I walked in, walked out with the side. Man, don't let me know what the prize. Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.
I love all these sounds right
Squabble
here.
up, squabble up.
You know, another thing too is I think most people who don't listen to Nine Inch Nails or have only heard of Nine Inch Nails or maybe a couple of songs, you know, they probably think Nine Inch Nails is very like industrial metal. Kind of started that way. But Nine Inch Nails went through a lot of evolution in sound, and so they've got a lot of beats, kind of like this, where it's like these techno hip hop style sounds. Man, it's really cool. So this almost lands in a sound like that, like something Trent Reznor would put together. Atticus Ross. Oh man, tell me why the fuck you people rap if it's fictional. Tell me why the fuck you people fed if you criminal. I don't even want to know what the fuck that means. I mean, it seems to be a knock of someone working for the feds. Snitching and eating, yeah, two meanings. Most criminals can't eat because they get locked up. Meanwhile, these guys brag about being gangsters and still roam the streets eating, so something ain't adding up. Lot of like references. So this is one of the songs where, since it's a lot of references and a lot of nods and stuff, it all goes over my head. A lot of this goes over my head. So I'm probably not going to spend too much time on this one lyrically. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. I don't know. IP ownership. The blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off. I get off of my feet. Yeah, all of these references I don't really understand. Could try me to tri-state. I can splash till he's hydrated. Bounce out. Yeah. I have the cats locked up in the bathroom, and they're not happy. They're not happy, but I have no choice because they were raised in hell. I got hits, I got bucks, I got paper cuts. I got friends, I got foes, but they all sitting ducks. Hit his turf and get cracking. Double back like a deluxe. Double back like a deluxe. I like that line. That's good. That's pretty good. Like a deluxe album with, now you just got double the tracks on there, you know? Cool. You know, I like whack out murals amazingly. Lyrically, this one is like the inverse, where I really like the beat. And there's a lot of stuff he's saying that I don't understand, and that's fine. I really don't give a fuck. He can say whatever he wants on this kind of beat. Work the floor. Let me know if you're clocking it. It's like clocking into a job. But I mean, who knows who he's talking about? Brody won't go, but I know that he's popping it. It was Wolf Tickets on sale till I signed it. So what's this about? Wolf Tickets is a phrase intended to mean that someone is lying or not true to the image they're projecting. As an alternate way of saying all bark and no bite, sure. Kendrick is implying that he called Drake's bluff in the rap battle. See, this is the other thing, too, is everyone's out here theory crafting over the lyrics, right? What it means, what it's supposed to mean, what it's a reference to. And Kendrick's the type of person that writes that way, so it's justified. But at the same time, we can all, like, theory craft stuff up day and night. It doesn't mean it's necessarily true. So that's another reason why when it comes to the stuff that's going to be references and subtle nods and, you know, allusions or whatever, I'm not going to get too focused on it because who knows what it means, you know? And there's going to be other people out there that dissect this so much better than I do. So, yeah, okay. I like Squabble Up. That's a great beat. Great beat. Let's move on to track 3. It's called Luther. SZA. It's featuring SZA. Lots of producers. Soundwave. I think Soundwave and Jack Antonoff are like on everything, basically. Scott Ridgway, Kamasai. Anyway, all right, track 3. Luther. A little bit of guitar. All right.
If this world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire.
Ha.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them.
Oh, drop it like a. So it's a reference to Snoop Dogg. Okay.
Take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light. Hit them strictly with that fire. It's a bop. Do your dance. Let them watch. She a fan. He a flop. They just wanna kumbaya.
She a fan. He a flop. Wow. Beautiful sound. Beautiful production. Good pace. Strings dropping in there. That's cool. It's cool. Pretty chill. I love the strings. Love the strings. Oh yeah. Oh, the strings. Strings are killing it.
I won't waste your time, I turn it off just so I can turn you on. I'ma make you say it loud.
The strings are beautiful. Wow.
This world were mine.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. You know what I loved on that final verse there was how, like, SZA wasn't necessarily cracking in supporting vocals, but she was just like hitting these half-word, almost like singular notes just in there to like kind of bump with Kendrick as he went through that last verse. That was very cool. I like that. I'm going to take my time and turn it off so I can turn you on. I wonder what that means, like turn it off. First thing that went through my mind was like, you know, put your phone away, pay attention to someone type of thing. But that sounds dumb now. Now that I say it out loud, it sounds very dumb. Some things, they sound so good inside my brain And then I say them, and I go, oh, well, that wasn't smart at all. That was terrible. It was very. I like this part, verse 2, where they've broken the lyrics up it's like basically like this final line, tell me if you love me. Basically, I just like this back and forth, this engagement between the two people. I mean, obviously it's Kendrick and SZA, but I mean, really, when you think about what this verse is doing, it's about two people together and essentially being very intertwined together. And so lyrically, the performance through there represents that, and I like that. That's cool. In this world, concrete flowers grow. Heartache, she's only doing what she knows. Weekends get it popping on the low. Better days coming for sure. If it was up to me, I wouldn't give these nobodies no sympathy. I'd take away the pain, I'd give you everything. That's an interesting little section right there. And the first thing that goes through my mind is this idea of, if it were up to me, I wouldn't give these nobodies no sympathy, I'd take the pain away. It's almost as if, because it's not up to me, I do have to direct time and energy to these other people who maybe need my help or need my support or sympathy or whatever. And in that, because I have to serve or help out these other people, I have less time, energy to direct towards you, who I really want to be with. So that's kind of interesting. All right. Yeah, that was cool. Feels like something that would definitely do well on the radio, so maybe that's why it's here. So far, we've got 3 very different songs. We've got a song that's very lyrical. We've got a song, track 2, Squabble Up, that's very beat focused. Track 3 feels very much like just a good old fashioned radio jam that you can play. Doesn't have any of those bad language words in here. It sounds beautiful. It's short, 3 minutes, so the radio will be like, oh yeah, we'll play that. It's got a feature. All right, so let's move on to track 4, see what else this album has to offer. It's called Men at the Garden. Soundwave, Jack Antonoff, Bernard, Tyler. Yeah, same production crew, pretty similar anyway. Let's drop in track 4, Man at the Garden. Huh. These guys are putting the work in on the production side for sure. Very different. Lots of variety. Creative.
I deserve it all. Put my homes on the beachfront. Flying private, what you eat for lunch. I deserve it all. The respect and the accolades. Lamping on the island, watching Castaway. I deserve it all. For every good nigga that passed away, send 2.5 million on the average day. I deserve it all. Keep my name by the world leaders. Keep my crowds loud inside a beat, so I deserve it all. More money, more power, more freedom. Everything heaven allowed us, bitch, I deserve it all. Deserve it all.
I'm going to just touch on something real quick, man. Talking about, I don't even remember which one it was. Oh, it was Whacked Out Murals. This idea of waking the dragon. And really what I'm focusing on right now, what I'm thinking about is how much Kendrick has changed from Mr. Morale. Like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was a big change in itself, right? It was a big expression. And you can tell there's a lot of focus on, working through trauma, self-healing, trying to get shit straight. And it was funny because you leave that album, especially when it released, and then how the album concludes, and it's like, I choose me, I'm sorry, and it's like, oh shit, is Kendrick just gone or whatever, right? Who knows? And then time obviously has gone by, and the beef with Drake and all this shit, and Watch the Party Die, and now it's like this. I almost want to call it like a monster, but it's not a monster in the traditional sense of I'm fighting all these demons, because really the impression I'm getting is this is a man who no longer has demons because he's taken the time to settle those demons through essentially Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. And this is all in a very general sense, right? I don't know Kendrick Lamar. I don't know what he's dealing with, what his life is going through, all that shit, right? But just in a musical expression sense. If you are able to put your demons to rest. The things that are stirring inside of you all the time, if you can silence those voices, you now essentially have a lot more bandwidth to focus on everything else. Just like we were actually talking about the previous track, right? Like if I didn't have to give these nobodies this sympathy and this time, I'd get everything to you. Well, now, if Kendrick is in a place where his demons are put to rest and he doesn't have to take time, resources, emotional, whatever, dealing with that, he can now direct that at everything else. Which, if you put that in the context of watch the party die, burn it all down so I can build it back up again. And now he's saying shit like this, I deserve it all. I deserve it. That's the kind of monster I'm talking about. Not some sort of like, drug fueled, out of control, but no, very focused, high energy, determined, razor sharp claw monster that's going to just hunt things down until the end of time, essentially. That's a scary monster. More scary than, the average monster in a sense. So that's what's just going through my head right now, listening to this shit. This is fucking intense, honestly. All. That's a monster that wants everything, that deserves everything.
Even when you wasn't sure, even with every allure, how much temptation you endured. You probably look for every cure. I said I deserve it all. I'm waking up at 6 a.m., 6 miles a day, conditioning my wind. I said I deserve it all. It's innate to mind my business, writing words, trying to elevate these children. That's why I deserve it all. Pray for those who pray against me. Heaven by my ancestors sent me, bitch. I deserve it all.
Oh my God.
I deserve it all.
Another thing too, this idea of a monster, which I don't even think he said that. I think this is my own idea, right? He hasn't mentioned a monster. No. But there's also no, it's one thing. We always think of these monsters, especially in movies and stuff, right? They're thrashing around and they're screaming and blah, rah, right? Rah, big monster, rah. This is not that. This is the silent, determined, calm, focused, will not be swayed, will not be distracted. That kind of monster. Very different monster. This is great. I'm really enjoying this.
A close relationship with God whispered to me every time I close my eyes. He said, you deserve it all. Keep these bitch niggas away from me. Keep all my blessings faithfully. Keep my essence contagious. That's okay with me. I burn this bitch down. Don't you play with me and stay with me. I'm crashing out right now. No one's safe with me. I did it with integrity and niggas still try hate on me. Just wait and see. More blood be spilling. It's just paint to me. Dangerously. Nothing changed with me. Still got pain in me. Flip a coin. Want the shameless me or the famous me? How annoying does it angers me to know the lames can speak on the origins of the game I breathe? That's insane to me. It's important. I deserve it all because it's mine. Tell me why you think you deserve the greatest of all time, motherfucker. I deserve it all.
Goddamn. For those of you who don't understand the reference, woke the sleeping dragon. It's from World War II. It's from when Japan did the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor to basically preemptively stop the U.S. from interfering in the Pacific and World War II. And there's a quote, I don't remember who says it, but it's from the Japanese side, and the effectiveness of the attack, because it was very effective, very successful surprise attack. And this person, I don't know if it's a general or whoever it was, right, said, yes, but I'm concerned that maybe all we've done is awakened a sleeping dragon. Because at that point, the U.S. hasn't really done anything in the Pacific War against Japan, etc. So that's what I'm saying, waking the sleeping dragon. That's what I'm talking about. That's the reference anyway. Yeah, I just gave myself an annotation. Oh, look at me annotating myself. Oh, my God. There's another layer to this monster. I'm just going to keep calling him a monster in this context. There's also religious belief associated with it. And that's another layer of determination, motivation, deserving righteousness. Jesus, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. There's some of these lyrics Actually, I kind of want to just go. Let's just go through this again. I really want to just go through these lyrics again. Twice, I'm just going to read them. I probably won't get too hung up on stuff. Twice emotional stability of sound body and tranquility. So that's, put your demons to rest. Now he's just got this emotional stability because he took the time to put his own shit to rest, which is important. I deserve it all. Like minds and less enemies, stock investments, more entities. I deserve it all. VVSs and white diamonds. I don't know what a VVS is. Very, very slightly included. Oh, it's a clarity. Oh, okay. GNX with the back seat reclining. I deserve it all. Put my homes on the beachfront, flying private, wait you for lunch. I deserve it all. The respect and the accolades. Lamping on an island, watching Castaway, which is a movie, Tom Hanks. I deserve it all. For every good person that passed away. Sent 2.5 million on an average day. So I guess, is this how much money he's sending to like the family of somebody who has been murdered? Maybe more specifically, the 16 friends that he has lost. I deserve it all. Keep my name by the world leaders. Keep my crowds loud inside Ibiza. I don't know what this means. Kendrick brings up J. Cole's track, Tell You the Truth in Ibiza from Might Delete It Later. Okay. Okay, well, who knows? Whatever. I haven't heard that song. I deserve it all, because my intentions was pure, even when you wasn't sure, even with every allure, how much temptation you endured. You'd probably look for every cure. I said I deserve it all. I'm waking up at 6 a.m., 6 miles a day, conditioning my wind, so he's going for runs in the morning. I deserve it all. I'm showing up as your friend, telling truths better than your next of kin. I never ask for too much credit, seeking validation just for the aesthetics. I see you as a human first, even when you didn't understand your worth. It's innate to mind my business, writing words, trying to elevate these children. That's why I deserve it all. Pray for those who prayed against me. Every reason why my ancestors sent me. God. Cold. That shit is fucking cold right there. Put a smile on my mama, good health and good karma. Yeah, she deserves it all. 100 murals out in Compton. Remember me? I kept my promise. A better life for my daughter, made my son take it further than his father, a close relationship with God, whispered to me every time I close my eyes. I hear, or he say, you deserve it all. Keep these bitch people away from me, keep all my blessings faithfully. Keep my essence contagious, that's okay with me, fucking A. Right? He wants to spread this essence, this deserving. Make it contagious. I deserve this. Spread this to the people, to the kids that he's talking about, right? Where is he talking about? Writing words, trying to elevate these children. Keep that essence contagious. Spread it. I burn this bitch down. Don't you play with me or stay with me. I'm crashing out right now. No one's safe with me. I did it with integrity and people still try and hate on me. Just wait and see. More blood be spilling. It's just paint to me. That line is fucking... More blood be spilling, it's just paint. Just especially coming out, just wait and see. More blood be spilling, it's just paint to me. Like, and the double meaning there, right? Like, obviously, putting no value to the blood that's being spilled, it's just like paint. But I also think of another meaning of painting a mural, painting a picture, using paint to do that. He's gonna do whatever on a canvas, right? But it's gonna take the blood of others for everyone to see the full picture. Maybe. But that's what I think of when he says that. I'm going to spill more blood. Their blood's just like paint to me, but I'm going to use... Because the only time you need paint is for painting a picture. Unless you're, like, obviously house painting, whatever. But, you know, the idea. There you go. You guys get it. Dangerously. Nothing's changed with me. Still got pain in me. Flip a coin. Do you want the shameless me or the famous me? How annoying. Does it angers me to know the lames can speak on the origins of the game I breathe. That's insane to me. It's important I deserve it all because it's mine. Tell me why you think you're the greatest of all time, motherfucker. Jesus. Oh my God. All right, let's keep going. This is fantastic. Track 5 is called Hey Now. It's featuring Dodie 6, Mustard, Soundwave, Jack Ackman. Oh, maybe this is the Mustard one? I don't know. I don't know. All right, here we go. Drop it in track 5. Hey Now.
Damn, baby. I like it.
What the fuck? It's different too, man.
Damn. Hey now, say now, mother by my yin. Big face Buddha, get my peace from within. Send the kites to all my dirties in the pen. Let the honorary walk for the win, for the win. You crash out, then you better break the backboard. I got friends hoping that they make the tabloids. You know the last one figure, he was Magneto. You play God, you gon' get what you asked for. We got the same 24, what you mad for? I put a square on his back like I'm Jack Dorsey. It's high beams if I make a public appearance. Go back to hiding cause I'm not too friendly with niggas. 1,000, 1,004. The black Noah, I just strangled me a goat. I walked in with a therapeutic flow. Put a few hundred up, let him go, let him go. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now.
Trippy song. Very
Hey now,
different.
say now.
I don't get this. Send the kites to all my dirties in the pen. I don't understand what that means. He's sending messages or letters, kites to his lawyer friends who are locked up in the pen. Okay. So that's what just kites just means a letter. Okay. Okay. Trippy song. Trippy beat. Even his rapping through here on this first verse, it was almost like it's almost like it wasn't even structured necessarily. It was very unchopped, I suppose. It was just almost like spoken word, almost kind of like a blend between a rhyming scheme and spoken word. I put a square on his back like I'm Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey is the Twitter guy, right? The lyrics use the play on words, putting a square on his back with Jack Dorsey, the co-founder of Square. Or no, who am I thinking of? Jack. I don't remember the. Anyway, Jack Dorsey, the co-founder of Square. Okay, that makes more sense because I didn't really understand the Twitter reference. Where's my thing? Oh, there it is. All right, let's keep going.
Part of down my wrist, I'm around my bitch. It's a green light, don't get out of bounds, I'm a blitz. It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's all blue strips, nigga. Wow. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now.
Very funky.
Hey now, say now.
I like this like crunchy.
I'm way too important. I'm way too important. I'm way too important to ever let you slide on me again.
Starting to see spaceships on Rosecrans. I think the aliens hold hands.
Who the fuck I feel like? I feel like Joker. Harley Quinn up in the cut with a blower.
I shit get spooky 8 day in October. My torpedo even jumped out on smokers.
She
J-Cat.
mean mugging niggas dirty too important. If they talk about playing ball, me and my team gon' get the scoring.
If they talk about playing
I like this
ball,
back
they
and
can keep it
forth.
on Jordan. It's ball
This goes
heads
really
and
well with the
Beckham
beat
ball
structure.
endorsements.
Hitty, meaty, mighty mom tryna tag a nigga toe. I'm aggressive on the beat and real life, niggas know. Bitches acting like some niggas acting like some hoes. Hey, I jumped out that pen, then I jumped up in the ghost. I'm the hottest topic, nigga, see my face, then he froze. All that shit he was talking, found out he not that bold. Okay, this shit like 40, that's a double, okay, let's add it up. Baby ass fat, can you do it, can you back it up? Kick flip a nigga, I got tech decks. And it ain't shit for me to call to get your chin checked. Tell him Dodie did that.
I don't know how I feel about that one on first listen. It's funny because on this third verse when Dodie 6 drops in and him and Kendrick are going back and forth, I loved that swapping that was happening. It felt so appropriate on the beat structure. And then as soon as I made that, like, as soon as I said that, they stopped doing that. It's like, God damn it, you guys. I would have loved the whole verse to be that, this like back and forth. Because it's like the beat structure has the same kind of back and forth going on between that like and the bass that's hitting. It's just these alternations. I don't know what the fuck the song is about, and that's okay. There's gonna be a lot of shit I don't get, and that's okay. I'm all about my yen, which is a currency. I forget what country that is. Japan, and of course Buddhist, which is Eastern theology or philosophy, whatever you want to call it. You crash out, you better break the backboard, right? You better end the game, permanently end the game, essentially. I got friends hoping they make the tabloids. And then I wanted to click this. The last one figured he was Magneto. This metaphor is about someone who got shots sent at them and figured they were powerful enough to dodge and manipulate them. Okay. Could also be deeper in that Magneto's a villain. Okay, that's an example of some theory crafting right there. And who knows? I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not going to get too worried about speculation, basically. I love this line. We got the same 24. What are you mad for? Right? We're all dealing with the same amount of time. Now, I usually get cranky about this, but if it's a rapper who's successful talking to other rappers who are successful, meaning they have the money to basically spend their time how they want to, like us working class suckers, right? We don't have the same 24 that these other fucking multimillionaires and billionaires. Oh, we all got the same hours in the day. Yeah, motherfucker, when's the last time you did laundry? Or drove to the grocery store and stood in line to buy the groceries and then bring them home and unload the car. Like, no, we don't have the same 24 hours. No, we don't. So shut the fuck up. But in this context, if it's rapper versus rapper and they have the same amount of resources, then yes, they do have the same amount of time. It's high beams if I make a public appearance. Go back to hiding because I'm just not too friendly with people. And then this 1,000, 2,000, 4, like he's counting down like taking a breath. The black, no, I just strangled me a goat. That's gotta be Drake, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Put up a few hundred, let him go. What was this? Oh, this is Euphoria and stuff, yeah. So lots of references to the diss tracks. I'm not gonna worry about them too much. What the fuck you wearing, bro? It's tacky. That shit was funny. People laying on their deathbed trying to match me. They be screaming out P, but their resume is boof. Another reference to Euphoria, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm really not gonna worry too much about diss references. Honestly, I don't care. I mean, it's a legendary beef that happened, obviously, and going through the songs was incredible. But I don't listen to them. I don't listen to the Drake songs. I don't listen to Kendrick songs. I don't listen to any of them. The beef tracks. I just don't care that much. Honestly, for a while, it's like this is fucking lame. A couple of super rich, super famous people just whining about each other. Kendrick took it to the next level. It went beyond that, fortunately. But initially, I was like, this is dumb, you know? It's just the rich people version of high school, basically. Just fucking trying to talk shit the loudest. Anyway, all to say, I don't really have a huge interest in the beef tracks because I just don't listen to them. Starting to see spaceships on Rosecrans. I see the aliens hold hands. They want to see me do my dance. I'll let them watch me do my dance. So does this mean like otherworldly beings are coming to visit? Kumar, he flips D4L's 2005 hit Scotty by interpolating his iconic line, starting to see spaceships on Bankhead. Oh, okay. So that's a reference. Okay. All right. Who the fuck? I feel like Joker or Harley Quinn. I'm in the cut with a blower. Okay, let's move on. Interesting song. Not super into it on first listen. We'll see if it grows on me. I didn't dislike it. It was cool, but it's just very different. So it's going to take more listens to get used to it, get comfortable with it. Track 6 is called Reincarnated. Kendrick's producing on this one. Soundwave, Jack Antonoff. M-Tech's on here. Dropping it, here we go. Track 6, Reincarnated. This is the same thing from before, which means that reflects your gaze the night you and I. Again, just very different style on the production. Tons of variety.
I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends. I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation. I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the rhythm's fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it fucked me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Died when my money gluttony was too attractive. Reincarnated.
So who is this about? Because obviously his father did not kick him out of the house in 1947. Obviously. So I don't know who this is about. Is it going to be like multiple people or is it going to be one person? The summary doesn't explicitly say here. Okay, well, you know what? let's keep going. Let's just listen to it. I won't worry about what it is. I'll try and figure it out. I'll let it play through, and then we'll see if we can piece it together on my own here.
Self-indulged, discipline never been my sentiments. I needed drugs. To me, an 8-ball was like penicillin. Fuck love. My happiness was in that brown sugar. Sex and melodies gave me hope when nobody's looking. My first assistant was a small town scholar. Never did a quaalude till I got myself around her. My daddy looked at her the way he saw sin in me. I died with syringes pinched in me. Reincarnated.
Who is this? Billie Holiday. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, I keep pausing. I'm like just very curious as to who he's talking about. I love the anger in his voice.
My present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts.
Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for.
I kept 100 institutions paid.
Okay, tell me more.
I put 100 hoods on one stage.
Okay, tell me more.
I'm trying to push peace in LA.
But you love war.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay, then tell me the truth.
Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart?
I could tell you where I'm going.
I could tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven cause you was anxious. Didn't like authority, only searched to be heinous. Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was prevalent. Greatest music director was
I love the pause there.
It was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony and motion. I sent you down to earth cause you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis. So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted?
I promise that I use my gifts to bring understanding.
For heavy man, woman, and child, how much can you vow?
I found my life just to live one in harmony now.
You crushed a lot of people keeping their thoughts in captivity.
And I'm ashamed that I ever created that enemy.
And let's rejoice where we at.
I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Reincarnated.
Holy shit. There's a lot happening. Final verse. So I don't know anything about Billie Holiday. That's apparently who this first verse is about. Or second verse, I'm sorry. Who is this first verse about? I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts of who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. So shedding skin, it's a common phrase, but the association is growth. Snakes get bigger, they shed their skin because they can't fit inside those scales anymore, so on. So it's growth. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling opposite kinds of fame. Opposing kinds of fame. I don't know how to make friends. I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation. I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling my soul, trying to navigate the real and fake. Cynical about the judgment day. I did bad, slight progression last year, and it fucked me up. What is this slight progression? Oh, okay. So the annotation is saying the lyrics are probably wrong. So pretty sure he's saying he did past life regression, not bad, slight progression. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, past life regression. Yeah. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus, body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan 47. Let's click the Boogeyman. John Lee Hooker released music under numerous pseudonyms to thwart record labels' attempt to profit unfairly from his art. Oh, interesting. One particularly relevant and notable pseudonym was Boogeyman, a nickname that has also been used to describe Kendrick Lamar. Huh. Interesting. While the record business loved me, I was head of the rhythm and blues. The women, they fell to my feet, so we did choose. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Died with my money. Gluttony was too attractive. So it's essentially like this version failed, right? This version was set in the context of this song of essentially that final verse is basically sounding like God sending a person to express things through music. This version failed. And if you take in the idea of reincarnation, which is obviously what he's saying, like if you fail in that life, then you got to do it over again, essentially. Well, I think. Let's click on this and just see. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But that's the context. As I understand it, you basically keep living lives until you I don't know what the term is, realize the self, or you ascend, or you become enlightened, and then you no longer reincarnate, you just ascend, and that's it. So these failed versions of these musical people who are supposed to go out and spread the word via music, essentially, he keeps getting reincarnated because he keeps failing. So he fails as this guitarist who I already forgot, John Lee Hooker. He fails as the entity of Billie Holiday. They're talking about drug addiction and all this other stuff. And then you get into him, My Present Life of Kendrick Lamar. So the context here that's important is this is actually kind of fucking wild. Like, I feel like he's putting the Atlas back on his shoulders again. The world on his shoulders. Because he's very much expressing this idea of, I got to do it right this time. I failed before and I failed before. And now I get whatever do it right means, I'm not sure. But my concern is he going full circle here and just putting the weight of the world back onto himself again? Let's go through all of verse 3. And I don't know, who is who, because I don't remember which line is him and which line is God. Some of them were like highlighted and then not highlighted, and it was making sense, but then the annotations don't follow the back and forth. My Present Life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts set materials straight to the charts. My father kicked me out of the house. I finally forgive him. Now, is this his real father or his spiritual father? Don't know. At first, I thought it was his physical father because it would, fall in line with the first verse, this Michigan and this John Lee Hooker. But I feel like it's his spiritual father. My father kicked me out of the house. I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment. Now, if you think of that in religious terms, it's pretty fascinating. I close my eyes, hoping that I don't come off as contentious. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. That right there, that's a big snag. Especially, I don't know what Kendrick's beliefs are, and so I don't want to get into this too much, but if you get into Christianity and Catholicism and all that kind of stuff, I don't know about Judaism. I don't really know what their belief structure is when it comes to sin or doing everything right. If you say, did I finally get everything right? If everything I did was selfless. We're very much flirting with the idea of sin and living a life free of sin. And for the most part, religion teaches you can't do that. You can't. So the reason why I focus on this is because if he is trying to entertain this mindset of having a sin-free life or a blame-free life, that's going to create a problem. Okay, so no judgment here, just throwing that out there as a important note of context in this setting. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me. I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. And then this is God. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past creates a cell. Back to Kendrick. Father, I'm not perfect. I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me every deed that you've done and what you do it for. I kept 100 institution paid. Okay, tell me more. I put 100 hoods on one stage. That was the show, the Pop Out Friends show, where they played Not Like Us 7 times in a row or some shit. Okay, tell me more. Trying to push peace in LA. But you love war. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Okay, then tell me the truth. And I love this. I love this personification of the internal battle that he's reflecting upon. And honestly, in music, this is great. It makes for very interesting lyrics and stuff. But it works well as a personal tool. It works well as a personal tool, a way of just untangling the mess. Where if you could almost take these different things that are bugging you and almost turn them into different people and have those people talk to each other. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. But if you can like figure out a way in your brain to take some of the things that are really bugging you and just try and pull them away and isolate them a little bit. Not like get rid of them, but just give them some space so you can identify that thing. And then have that thing talk to this thing, and maybe this thing talks to, and just start working out some of these wrinkles of what the fuck am I doing that's causing me all this stress, this depression, this anger, this whatever. Like try and detangle that. Sometimes it works. Sometimes. He's doing it here. Kendrick's doing it here. I'm trying to push peace in LA, but you love war. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, then tell me the truth. Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart? So this is something that I believe, my religious view is that all of existence is God. We are all a part of God. There is no separation. There is no you and I and the wall and the sky. It's all one entity, much like we consider our body one entity, and there's blood cells flowing around and hair follicle. Well, some of us have hair follicles, some of us don't. We won't get into that. But you know what I mean. That's the analogy. So, and that's what he's expressing here. This is all one thing. So if you can't forgive others, why should you expect others to forgive you? Because it's essentially the idea of you can't forgive yourself. Anyway, I could tell you where I'm going. I could tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven because you was anxious, didn't like authority, only searched to be heinous. Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was prevalent. And then there's this pause, a very noticeable pause between the next line. And so here's what Isaiah 14:12 reads. How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations. So I think this is the fall of Satan. Is it? Yeah, it is the fall of Satan. Which is a fall of an angel. Which kind of makes sense in the context of if you have an idea of God is sending out these entities to speak to the people and they fail because drug addiction, sex addiction, they fail because of, gluttony, money, fallen angels. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. My greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony in motion. I sent you down to earth because you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis, meaning heal, don't go crazy. But now here we are, centuries you manipulated man with music, embodied you as superstars to see how you're moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views, and all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot, no more putting these people in fear. The more that word is diminished, the more it's not real. That I didn't get. I don't really understand that line. It feels very fucking important, and I don't understand that one. The more light that I capture, the more I can feel. The more that word is diminished. Which word? Fear? Maybe? The more it's not... Maybe the idea is I'm supposed to diminish the fear via love? Maybe? I don't know. I'm using words for inspiration as an idea. So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted? I promise that I'll use my gifts to bring understanding. For every man, woman, and child, how much can you vow? I vow my life just to live one in harmony now. You crushed a lot of people keeping your thoughts in captivity, and I'm ashamed that I ever created that in me. Then let's rejoice where we're at. I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. And so that, the devil's story of the fallen angel. Jesus, man. Like, lyrically, that's incredible, but I'm thinking about it. Him, Kendrick. Like, what is this person? What kind of pressure is he putting on himself? Because he's done this before. I joke about Tyler, the Creator, all the time. I love I say often that he loves to fall in love. That's what Tyler's all about. He loves falling in love. Kendrick loves trying to save the world. But it's not like Tyler. Like, I don't want to make it sound silly. I think he's just that he's so drawn to it. He's so drawn to this, to making this change. It matters to him. It means something to him. I feel like this is the legacy that he's trying to create. Not about rap. It's much more than, it's beyond rap. It's about people. It's about people. Yeah, I like Reincarnated. I like it. Let's keep going. How long? Hour 18. We've done 6 songs. Okay. All right. Sounds good. The next track is called TV Off. It's featuring Lefty Gunplay. We got Mustard, Soundwave, Jack Antonoff, Sean Momberger, who is new, I believe, for the album. Drop it in track 7, TV Off.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Fuck being rational. Give them what they asked for.
Oh,
It's not enough.
nice.
Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that are really stepped, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home.
Planet Omega.
This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a nigga gone. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Solid niggas left,
wow.
but it's not enough.
So I just want to pause real quick because this feels extremely important after Reincarnated. Because if you take the idea of a fallen angel and changing that story so that it's not an angel that's fallen, but instead an angel that's here, and the point of the angel's mission is to save the people. First thing the angel's got to do is build an army, right? If we're gonna go to war against these evils that need to be slayed, whatever they are, we're just using general terms here. I need soldiers. I need an army. I can't, conquer this alone. That's the first thing that goes through my head when he says there's a few solid people, but it's not enough. There's a few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Somebody's gonna do it. Like we gotta raise up. We gotta come together. We gotta build a fucking army. We gotta fight this thing together. I can't do this alone. That's the first thing that goes through my mind with that.
Yeah, I meant that. They black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on the
Feels
bitch
very
and they
reminiscent
both
of
hoes.
A
I hate
minor.
a nigga hating on them niggas and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yelling. Hey,
There's the mustard part.
niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
I really want to talk about
Ain't no
that.
other
We're
kid
coming
in
back
this
to
rap
that.
thing, they siblings, nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a boner pick like it was seabed. Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Shit get crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
All right. There's some high level stuff I want to touch on that I think makes sense. First, I'll just touch on the TV part. I'll throw this out there before I start talking about everything else. TV off. And we got turn his TV off, but there was another reference earlier. Hey, turn his TV off. Where the fuck is it? Anyway, let's take the idea of turning the TV off. What does that mean when he's saying that? What is a television set? It's a device and we could apply this to anything that shows us video, right? Phone, computer, TV. But what does that deliver to us? Generally speaking, it's entertainment. We're going to turn off the entertainment, which makes perfect sense with what Kendrick has been saying since Watch the Party Die, all the shit that he said about Drake. Kendrick is very much concerned about the art form. He's concerned about speaking to the people, telling the kids the truth. What is it? Truth to the youth? Is that what he says in Watch the Party Die? Bringing the truth to the youth. This is not entertainment. If you believe you were sent by God to use music as a voice to reach the people, this is not entertainment. Turn the fucking TV off. And with it being, actually here, they like What's He On? It's the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a person gone. I'm assuming this is straight at Drake. This has got to be a thing at Drake, right? Turn his TV off. His TV off. Drake's TV off. Turn off the Drake. Turn off the entertainment. That's not what this is about. This is not entertainment. This is not... well, I get it. You guys get it. I've said entertainment like 20,000 times. So I wanted to hit that first because I think that's the most important part. especially after Reincarnated. Holy shit, man. Like, to me, it's clearly spelled out, in my opinion. Talked about there's a few solid people left, but not enough. A few bitches with a step, not enough. Say you're bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Like, we got to raise up an army. We got to kill this entertainment thing. And, especially when you think about watching the party die, especially when you think about we got to burn it all down to build it back up again. But to do that, you need the army. You need a man, baby. I don't understand. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can. Teach you something if you need correction. That's a plan. Don't put your life in these weird people's hands. So basically, I would kind of take that as, don't sign with these shitty labels. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about OVO. Yeah, sure. We went through this a bit. Let's get into verse 2. Turn his TV off. Ain't with my type of activities, then you don't get involved. How many should I send? Send them all. Right? I take that as like sending the army type of a thing, but who knows? Again, this is my takeaway on the first listen, and I could be fucking wrong. So I'm just giving you the experience that I'm having on first sit down. Take a risk or take a trip. I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? A couple of sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution's been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Why is this annotated? Revolution will not be televised. I get that. What's the knickknacks thing? Oh, this revolution will be televised. They're talking about the Super Bowl halftime show. Oh, that makes sense. So this revolution will be televised. He will be on TV. He's going to be on essentially the biggest stage ever. The Super Bowl always gets huge views. Great annotation. Good point. I forgot about the Super Bowl. Well done to the many people who have made that annotation. Oh, there's two. Should we give them a shout out? Why not? We got Delta Energy. We got Poetic Community. Good job, guys. Good job. Get your chili up, and I mean that. Blackout if they act out. I did that. I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch. They both hoes. I hate a person hating on them people. They're both broke. So stop fighting with each other. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? And I think chili, I'm going to take it as like food, eat to fill yourself. But like in a spiritual way, in a healing way, in a come together way, or maybe like chili, like a potluck type thing, come together, break bread together, be a community together. So if you're hating on each other and you're arguing with each other, you're both fucking up, basically. Felt like he was entitled because he knew me since he was a kid. I cut my granny off. If she don't see it how I see it. So that feels like the only family I will maintain is the family that will join me in this mission that I have, essentially. The mustard yelling part was great. People are acting bad, but somebody's got to do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody's got to do it. So, yeah, he's the tip of the spear on this whole thing, basically. Yeah, I'm doing all this crazy shit. The fucking lawsuit, right? Whatever. It's stirring a commotion. We'll say that. The songs that he has made this summer have stirred up a commotion. But somebody's got to do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Let's click the annotation and see what they're saying here. Maybe I'm... So here's what the annotation. This refrain acts as a relevant prelude to the first lines of the next verse. Kendrick is evoking an image of himself as a father figure, telling his disobedient kids to turn off the television. Maybe. I don't agree with that. I think there could be a parallel there with, stop seeking entertainment in a sense, but I think it's all about killing the entertainment aspect from hip hop, taking it back and making it a cultural expression, a form of art, not a money machine that's just built off entertainment and bullshit and solely for the sake of making money. Ain't no other king in this rap thing. They're siblings, nothing but my children. One shot, they're disappearing. I'm in the city with this flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference, which is a football reference. Padlock around the building, pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. This part I don't really understand at all. So when I made it out, I made $50K from a show, trying to show people the ropes before they hung from a rope, right? So you can make it out. Here's a way out. I'm prophetic. They only talk about how I get it. Only good for saving face, seeing the cosmetics. Okay. Well, there you go. Let's keep going. We've got Dodger Blue comes in at track 8. Featuring Wally the Sensei, Roddy Ricch, and I don't know how to pronounce this. Siite? I don't know. Soundwave, Terrence Martin, Jack Antonoff. Dropping in track 8, Dodger Blue. Shorter track, 2 minutes. The variety of production on this album has been so fun in its unpredictability, whatever it is.
Bitches sick, got they stomach in her comments. What school you went to? Gardena, Compton, Westchester, King, True, till we function. Little nigga, but that dog gave me that's on pup. On my kids, I'll sock you niggas up. How you ever took a fade and ran Emo back to back? Oh, you haven't? Then shut the fuck up and keep it rap. Bitch, I'm from the land. Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10.
That's funny. That's funny.
Money, I see Franklin, I find Van.
Beamers and the jets outside in this bitch. West side, get the money, yeah, that's for sure. Streets don't
I like that.
respect the code. Ain't no sleeping in on Sunday.
If it's about the money, then my niggas on go.
When I walk in, no, yeah, break neck. It's unanimous, high pop shit.
When I walk in, hoes better get in check. Don't take it personal. You won't be the first.
Good sound here.
Just might be the first to go. Just might be. Ooh, don't take it personal. You won't be the first to know. Just might be the first to go. Just might be.
So short. That was cool. So this line about the 10 is pretty good. Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10. So LA has just a shit ton of freeways. Tons and tons of freeways. Always filled with traffic. That's why I hate LA, because you can't fucking drive through the place. It drives me nuts because we have to go through LA to get to San Diego. But the 10, if you're coming south, basically if you're coming south and on I-5, there's the 210 and the 10, and those branch off east-west, like super north. Basically, you'll never reach LA if you get off on those freeways. You start taking this. So that's why I was cracking up there, because I've been all over through there, just on freeways. I'm not familiar with LA, like, on the ground level. It's all freeways to try and get through the fucking place so I can get to San Diego. But I always bitch and complain about traffic, so it's funny to just see a freeway reference. On my kids, I'll sock you people up. Is that a masturbating into a sock reference right there? I don't know. This line means if you haven't fought 3 times back to back, then shut the fuck up. Maybe. I was thinking of a very different reference there. That's funny. Very funny. I remember, God, years ago, back in the old school days of World of Warcraft, And me and a lot of friends played together. This was when it was like really, really big. Of course, we're all in voice chat, right? We're all guild, we're all raiding, and somebody made a reference to. They used to have these commercials. They're gone now, but these used to be real commercials, like little PSAs that would come on TV, and it would just be this little commercial that said, "It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?" Because literally, parents would just let their kids run around. Like this sounds probably wild to everybody these days, but yeah, we would just go out and just run around and play, and it would be common for parents to not know where their kids are because they're just out playing. Anyway, somebody made reference in voice chat to it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? And this one guy chimes in and goes, "Yeah, in a sock at the end of my bed." And we all had a good laugh over that. That was quite funny. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Dodge Blue. I'm sure there's all kinds of references and nods and fucking hints at diss tracks and God knows what, whatever. I'm not too worried about it. It was fine. It was okay. I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not really wound up or invested in the beef. I'm not looking for any possible hint at a diss towards Drake. I don't really fucking care. I'm a lot more interested in the overall album and what Kendrick is expressing, like these other themes of being reincarnated and fixing the devil's story and coming back as an angel to save people via music. Like, that's far more fascinating to me than any kind of beef track. All right, let's move on to track 9. It's called Peekaboo. It's featuring AZ Chike, I suppose, Soundwave, Sean Baumberger, Scott Bridgeway. No Jack Antonoff on this one. This is 2.5 minutes, so kind of another quick banger. Dropping into track 9, Peekaboo. Ah.
Aye. What? Look. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Aye. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none.
Ha.
Peekaboo, I just put them bookers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 7.62s, I make them plain. Peekaboo, popping out, you better smell my name. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, with all that fake shit. Hey, ain't the one to play with.
Broke bitch business, I cannot be your man. Never got his ass whooping till we open up that can. Damn, alley hoop me bands, I'm a slam. Jam freak bitch, I like my Mac touching yams. Pay that op shit around me, I'ma tell you turn it off. Heard what happened to your mans, not sorry for your loss. Should've prayed before them shooters came and nailed to the cross. I let your boy get a pass, bitch, you lucky you soft, for real.
What they talking about?
They talking about nothing.
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 Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. Peekaboo.
The first thing that goes through my mind, what I think about with this whole, what they talk about nothing. Hey, all this fake shit, you know. Makes me think of the internet and just how much, like I've done a decent job for myself personally, just spending less time on the internet and less time like reading shit about music and stuff. Because there's a lot of times I feel like the things are being said, it's almost like copy paste. So slid on that one. Oh, they ate that. Like there's so many like phrases and you know, all these terms that are tossed out all the time, and after a while it's just like it doesn't even matter what album. Like it's always just the same thing being said. It's kind of odd to me. And I know it's just part of, you know, lingo and vocabulary. Like language does this all the time. People just use terminology, and that terminology kind of rises up and becomes popular, and then it slowly fades out as other words come in, and it's not a big deal. But it is odd how the discourse around music has kind of distilled down to a lot of just the same things being said, to where you can almost just take the same statements and the same comments and apply them to every album, because we're all just saying the same thing about the same album. It's odd to me. So that's what strikes me. Now, I don't know if that's what Kendrick is saying. Let's click this annotation and see what the internet is saying. After referencing Lecrae on the day the party died, Kendrick seemingly interpolates a chorus from Lecrae's Nothing. Okay. Track released on the 2014 Anomaly, which shares similar things of lamenting the inauthenticity of other rappers. Oh, so it could also just be the rappers too. Sure. That makes perfect sense. That makes way more sense. There you can see the divide between my world and the things I see and pay attention to versus Kendrick's world and what he pays attention to. From a rapper's point of view, some of the newer artists, some of the stuff I listen to, you guys have heard me get a little complainy about trap, right? And the lyrics and trap. It's like, yeah, goddamn, you guys are just all saying the same thing, it seems like. Sometimes, not all the time. There's some artists out there that do a good job of changing things up. Life with Pierre 4, cool little ride. That's a story in there. Love Young Thug and some of the shit that he goes on about. But there's been some newer artists. It's like, I feel like we're just using the same lyrics, you guys. Huh. Why you acting tough on IG Live? What's with the fucking surprise, bitch? It's Chuck E. Cheese. Tongue-in-cheek wordplay by Easy Cheek that creates a portmanteau between his name and the restaurant. Okay. All right, sure. I guess that makes sense. I guess. Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, sure. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I didn't get that. Okay. I don't really have much to say about this one. I did like this. Never got his ass whooped until we opened up that can. It's funny. Good old fashioned can of whoop ass. Playing an odd ship around me until you turn it off. Yeah. The annotation, which is severely downvoted, thumbs down, with a score of -41. The annotation just, this seems to be shots fired at Drake. No, this is more shots fired at current trap, in my opinion. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, let's keep going. I don't have a whole lot to say about Peekaboo. Track 10 is the Heart Part 6. I should have listened to that. I didn't even notice that when I was pulling shit up. I didn't even notice that because Drake named one of his diss tracks Heart Part 6 as a fuck you to Kendrick, obviously. I should have went back and listened to Drake's. I didn't even realize, fuck. Oh well. So that sucks because I'm going to have no frame of reference. I don't really remember. Heart Part 6, that wasn't the AI one, right? I don't think so. I like how I'm asking chat while I'm not live streaming. Perfect. All right, well, let's just jump in. Soundwave, Jack Antonoff, Juju the Fool, M-Tex in here. Track 10, Heart Part 6. Yeah.
Load up the Pro Tools and press 3. Studio filled with Jack in the Box and Pepsis. Niggas watching Warstar videos, not the SBs. Laughing at B-Pump or stomach turning. I get up and proceeded to write some. Absol in the corner, mumbling raps. Fumbling packs of Blackie Mouse. Crumbling Kush till he cracked a smile. His words legendary, wishing I could rhyme like him. Study this style to define my pen. Everything I had was for the team. I remained patient, grinding with my brothers. It was us against them, no one above us. Bless our hearts.
Haha. I already really like this. Great sound too. Great sound.
That's my nigga for shit show. He brought Q over, but Q didn't rap, but he learned from our inspo. We split Louisiana chicken riverboat special, sleeping next to O2 our consoles to be our refuge. He was homeless and I left home. Q said, Dot, you won't be slept on, you the nigga to bet on. Top had given us dominion in the home he lived in, hoping that we see some millions. God bless our hearts.
I love songs that are stories about the come up, essentially. Going back and thinking about how it all started. This gets a heart. I like this one.
Soundwave let me borrow his clothes for shows as a hype man. They cook up in this room till the night ends. Time flies. Some carrying debates of a top 5, burying my ops and allies. But I done a half job communicating feelings of being stagnant. Life was getting bigger than just rapping. The business what I was lacking. Top used to record me back when it was poor me, and now we at the round table for what assures me. I guess my motivation was the yearning for independence. Poured everything I had left in the family business. Now it's about Kendrick. I wanna evolve, place my skill set as a black exec. I jog my memory knowing black hippie didn't work cause of me. Creatively I moved
Love how they
on
clear
with
it
new
out here.
concepts in reach.
Just the
Top,
piano.
remember Harlem sessions, we would strategize, then hit the streets, then come back, record 3 records. I tell how my young niggas let me be the demonstration, how to conduct differences with a healthy conversation. If that's your family, then handle it as such. Don't let the socials gas you up, but let emotions be your crush. Pick up the phone and bust it up before the history is lost. Hand to hand shake is good when you have a heart to heart.
Use your heart and not your eyes.
Yeah, good shit, man. Good shit.
Relax your mind.
Great song. Great song. Especially, you know, there's like a good double meaning in just by calling it the Heart Part 6. You know, well, I'll just, I don't know. Sometimes I hesitate before I talk about something that's a little, sensitive, but you all are pretty reasonable people. You know, when it comes to like the N word, right? And the idea of taking that word back. Okay. And I'm not going to speak too much on that because I have no reason to speak on that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But I like the idea, you know, we're going to take this thing that has been used in such an evil way. And no, we're going to fucking take it back. No, now it's our word. And it means something different now. You get into what Kendrick has talked about with fucking burn it all down just to build it back up again. And it seems like what he's talking about when it comes to hip hop in general as a genre, as an art form, as a cultural expression, reaching the kids, so on, definitely seems like there's an emphasis of taking it back, taking hip hop back, stealing it back from the clutches of entertainment and making money and what have you. But then too, to call this song a song about, you know, remembering coming up and trying to make amends and the importance of close friends and family members and all that stuff, and calling it the Heart Part 6. And essentially, because clearly when Drake named his diss track that, he was obviously trying to screw up what Kendrick has been doing with all his different Heart versions, which I haven't heard 1 through 4. People still tell me, Bob, you gotta listen to that. You're right. I do. Yes, I do. So it's so great. I mean, it's such a great example of just taking it back. Like, nope. Yeah, you can do that. That's nice. I'm taking it back. And I mean, how easily done it was, you know? So I like that he called it Heart Part 6. But these verses are fucking cool, man. I love when artists get into the history, you know, remembering the early days and who was there and how much they helped them and giving a shout out and showing the love for that kind of stuff. You're talking about Absol and Schoolboy Q. Is this Dave Free? We talked about Dave Champagne. Oh no, David Isaac Friley. Oh, Dave Free. Yeah, okay. And that's notable because there were some claims made against Dave Free and certain children that are in these circles. Q said, Dot, you won't be slept on. You're the person to bet on. Use your heart. Use your heart, not your eyes. But I want to get into this bottom section of the final verse. Let's see. Well, we'll just start here, midway here. Soundwave let me borrow his clothes for shows as a hype man, which is how phenomenally cool is that for Soundwave? I love that this is in here. Soundwave let me borrow his clothes for shows, and now here he is producing on every single track of this album for a guy who is arguably one of the biggest names hip-hop has ever seen. Now, I'm sure the Drake fans will argue against that. That's fine. That's why I said the term arguably. Okay? Don't take it too personally. Don't get too wound up if you're a stan of Drake or any other artist for that matter. But I'm just talking about how cool is this for Soundwave? You know? That's just great. It's just a beautiful nod of respect for that, especially in this current time. You know, look how far we've come. Look how much things have changed. Time flies. I'm carrying debates of a top 5, bearing my ops and allies, but I've done half a job communicating feelings of being stagnant. Life was getting bigger than just rapping the business. That's what I was lacking. Top used to record me back when I was poor, and now we're at the round table for what assures me. I guess my motivation was the yearning for independence. Poured everything I had left in the family business. Now it's about Kendrick. I want to evolve, place my skill set as a black executive. I jog my memory knowing Black Hippie didn't work because of me. I don't know who Black Hippie is. Anyway, creatively I moved on with new concepts and reach. Top, remember all them sessions we would strategize to hit the streets and then come back, record 3 records. To tell the truth, it fucked me up when D-Man passed. The motive was condolences, but the pride crashed. I had to bypass old mythologies I had. Put my heart on display like it was an iMac. I'm assuming that's like a logo reference. To all my young people, let me be the demonstration. How to conduct differences with a healthy conversation. If that's your family, then handle it as such. Don't let the socials gas you up or let emotions be your crutch. This is the most important part of the track. Don't let the socials gas you up, because holy fucking shit is that happening right now. Social media, especially right now, after the election, oh my God, Reddit is just jerking itself off every single day with another post about how this family member won't come over for Thanksgiving because they voted for Trump. Jesus. I mean, Reddit is just eating that shit up left and right. They love it. They love that families are being destroyed because of people exercising their democratic rights. Now, I understand there are people out there that think Trump is awful and how could you vote for him? Sure, okay, fine. But to let that destroy your family, especially when social media is amping that up. I don't know, man. I don't know. So let's go through this again. If that's your family, then handle it as such. Don't let the socials gas you up or let emotions be your crutch. Pick up the phone and bust it up before the history is lost. Hand-to-hand shake is good when you have a heart-to-heart. Fucking talk to people. Talk to people. This bullshit about talking shit online and, I'm not going to do this and screw them and blah, blah, and then you just close off, you're screwing yourself. You're just screwing yourself, man. Great track. Great track. I love hearing stories like this. Love the message at the end. Use your heart and not your eyes. I love that line too, especially when you think about the impact of social media. Like if you're just scrolling all day and reading the same shit, you're taking it in with your eyes, all this hateful, divisive shit, and you're not engaging your heart, yeah, it's just going to tear you apart. That's all there is to it. It's going to tear you apart, family apart, friends apart, and then the more divided we become. It's not good. No one wins in that situation except for the people who perpetually stay in charge. Interesting how that never seems to change, is it? Moving on to track 11, which is called GNX, featuring Hita J3, Young Threat, and Peso. Producers are Soundwave, Jack Antonoff, Rascal Kenny, and Billy. Oh, Rascal. Kenny and Billy. Those are. I thought that was all one name. That would have been a fantastic name. I still like Rascal. That's one of my favorite words. I like Rascal. Good word. All right, dropping in track 11, GNX. Ha. Clunky. Quite clunky.
Tell him Kendrick did it. Hey, who showed you how to run a blitz? Tell him Kendrick did it. Who put the West back in front of shit? Tell him Kendrick did it. Hey, I'm tripping and I'm loving it. Tell him Kendrick did it. Like, why? Hi, have you ever been a joint and you know it? Have you ever had to flip your unemployment? On the dead guys, nigga, I ain't going.
Ayy, on the dead ones. We'll treat an enemigo like some breadcrumbs. All of my killers on go like who shed some red rum. All I think about when I see heads come. Do my dance, hit the top when I see
Murder
ops go.
backwards.
Let them claim it. We the ones who really pop, bro. Catch them doing dirty. It's no other way but murder plans. I broke your heart and you the type to go.
This piano bit is
I
weird.
wanna speak if you ain't talking about no tickets. I'm bougie with it, but I might just let you kiss it. Hit that black with diamonds on me. You could tell them peso did it. Tell him peso did it.
Hey, who showed you how to run a blitz?
Tell him peso did
Who
it.
put the West back in front of shit?
Tell him peso did
Hey,
it.
I'm tripping and I'm loving it.
Tell him
That's
peso
how I
did
feel
it.
about
Like,
this.
Hey, like it's Iraq, shoot and aim. Hussein, riding with the dirty blicky, switchy, make a new flame. She said I've been a dog all my life, baking you change. True to my religion, Cuban links more than 2 chains.
This
Tell
song
him
is
hit it,
odd.
did it.
Hey, who showed you how to run a blitz?
Tell him hit it, did
Who
it.
put the West back in front of
I don't
shit?
like. I
Tell
don't,
him hit it,
I don't like
Hey,
the
I'm
beat,
tripping
but
and
this
I'm
is the first I'm
loving
hearing
it.
it too.
It's getting down to the wire. Get on my bob to build the shit. Get down with the pliers. Been coming back to back hits. Hottest nigga ain't tired. I'm with some rock star bitches. They want Lizzie McGuire. I'm
This is
switching
an
gears
odd
about
song,
lunch.
man.
I send a nigga up. They hate to see me doing it. Meal ticket, I'm pursuing it. I'm in the field for real, UCLA Bruins. They asking how I do it. How young niggas so fluent. I kept my mouth closed and I ain't never leave no witness. DOA up on the scene. Tell them Young Thread did it, nigga.
Huh. I'm not really into that one on first listen. Yeah. It just confuses my brain. Feels like somebody, like the people who drive and they either like they hit the gas hard and then they let off instead of like just throttling. That's what the track feels like. But there's a couple lines. So I did see there was one thing I saw on Twitter. It was funny. It was they mentioned me and I got my Bob the Builder shit on, and the joke was like, oh, they called out Bob. Obviously it's a joke. They're not talking about me, but it was just a funny tweet. What was it? I wanted to see. There was something. Have you ever had to flip your unemployment? Fuck, there was something. Here we go. What's this? Have you ever been a joint and you know it? Okay, the annotation offers nothing. Hop out suicide doors as a hitter man. Somebody, I did see this too. Somebody was talking about sliding the doors on the caravan, like the van from Mad City. But whatever. 14 riding mini bikes with some dead friends. This has got to be people who are gone, right? Yeah. God, dude, I just can't fucking... That's still something I cannot wrap my head around. Dead friends. Especially, I mean, when you're that young. Not that they died at 14, but, you know, just remembering somebody who's 4 and they're gone already. Like, fuck, man. What's this flag on my head like Taliban? What is that about? Compares gang members wearing headscarves. Okay, to Taliban. And then feeling like the box that was full of sand. What's this about? The weight of his struggles compared to a heavy box of sand. The metaphor of the sandbox also plays into contrasting the innocence of childhood with heavy responsibilities of adulthood. Okay. At the cemetery, fuck that. That's where I could have been. Kind of shit I've seen I'm trying to forget. Oh, Papa Zan. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really into this one. Not on first listen. I feel like it's more of a track that's designed to just bring some people in and, you know, essentially co-sign some artists, right? That's about how I feel. Let's wrap this up. There's one more. It's called Gloria. Oh, almost 5 minutes. So it's the second longest song off the album. Producers are Deet Soundwave and Jack Antonoff. Final track for GNX, dropping in to Gloria.
Sentado, Anita y tú.
I like this beat. Are there like wind chimes floating around in the back there?
Relationship, she's so controlling. I notice it ain't no playing with her. I met her when I was off the porch as a teenager. She said one day I would write my wrongs in seed paper. We started out young, looking for some identity. Made 1,000 mistakes, but never did we lack chemistry. Wrapping my hand around your waist, that was back when you did whatever I say. Dreams of selling narcotic, running block or robbing banks. I was in love with you, didn't know what it was with you. Kiss you in back of the glass just to get a buzz with you.
I just gotta let you know.
I feel like this opening verse is talking about hip hop, like his relationship with hip hop. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just throwing that out there. That's what's going through my mind. Ever since Danny Brown did that with Karanta and a couple of tracks, it made it sound like breakup songs, but he was actually talking about hip hop. I've looked at songs differently because of it, so thank you, Danny, for that. Unless I'm wrong, then God damn it, Danny.
When no more holding them pistols in front of stores with you. You want reality, not tragedy, for sure I get you. To tell the truth, I've been getting used to what open-minded people do. In 2014, I went to Africa, baby. You was my passenger.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
All it is the neighborhood that baffled us. Of course, I had to wrap it up. I didn't fully trust you. Fabrication had discussion, then you blocked me. I said, fuck you.
Nigga, what? I gave you life. I breathe the motherfucking charisma in this bitch. I bring the blessings. I gave you power. Nigga, I bring the rainfall. I gave you hustle.
So jealous, hated when I hit the club to get some bitches. Wrote them off, rather see me hit the church and get religious. Who you fooling? I know what you doing. You my contradiction. Remember when you caught that body and still wiggle through that sentence? Loved you more. When you flip and lose your shit, I hugged you more. It's sexy to me. Cuss they ass out and hold that grudge some more. Down, bitch. I know your favorite movie. Is it Notebook? So good. If they all sub me, get them all booked. My baby boo. You either heal niggas or you kill niggas. Both is true. My woman in my right hand, my saint and my sin. Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
Yeah. I got it. Well, I think. I like the sound of this track. It's great. Huh. Yeah. All right, so here's the summary for the song. The woman speaks of, well, it's, here we go. The woman Kendrick speaks about serves as an extended metaphor for his craft. Gloria, which means glory in Spanish, becomes a personification of rap glory, his pen, and the artistic journey it represents. The relationship described symbolizes his intimate and often conflicted bond with his art. Yeah, so let's go through some of these lyrics. Me and my bitch got a complicated relationship. She's so controlling, I noticed it ain't no playing with. Met her when I was off the porch as a teenager. She said one day I would write my wrongs in C paper, so I'm gonna make some money, gonna stop fucking up, make some money. Started out young, looking for some identity, made thousands of mistakes. Of course, early on, anything you do when you first start, you're just gonna make tons of mistakes. You're gonna struggle to find your voice, what you're actually trying to do, what you're trying to express. Absolutely, that is 100% true. But we never did lack chemistry. Wrapping my hand around your waist, that was back when you did whatever I say. Dreams of selling narcotics, running blocks, robbing banks, so that's kind of, you know, the gangster rap section there. I was in love with you, didn't know what it was with you. Some people wanted you, but they weren't committed, preoccupied playing John Madden, so, you know, the football game, and bullshitting. So yeah, they wanted to be, they kind of talked about, but they didn't commit to it. They were screwing around. How'd the cats get out? Did my wife walk by without my noticing? Who knows? Remember when Granny died, you looked at me and said, baby, dry your eyes. Depend on me as your relief. Let your anger be mine. Love that. Love that. Therapy through writing. Expression through writing. Working through your emotions through writing. We was locked in ever since. So territorial, even took me away from my friends, so I wouldn't even go fucking hang out. Said you're going to see other people if I don't grow with you. Wasn't no more holding them pistols in front of stores with you, right? So we're moving on past the gangster rap shit. You want reality, not tragedy, for sure. I get you. To tell the truth, I've been pretty used to what open-minded people do. 2014, to Pimp a Butterfly. Went to Africa. Baby, you was my passenger. My eyes and ears for all the years the neighborhood had baffled us. Of course I had to wrap it up. I didn't fully trust you. Fabrication, I discussed you, then you blocked me. I said, fuck you. So anytime he wrote something that was fictional, not real, it wouldn't work. He would disgust his pen. The pen would block him. If he tried to write fake shit, he'd get writer's block and get pissed off about it and say, fuck you. This interlude, I gave you life, I breathe the motherfucking charisma in this bitch. I bring the blessings, I gave you power. I bring the rainfall, I give you hustle. You were spontaneous firecracker, plus our love is dangerous, life of passion, laughing at you, lose your temper, slightly crashing. Dumb enough to ill reaction, ain't no disrespect, highly sensitive, possess, saw potential even when it's tragic. So jealous, hate it when I hit the club to get some bitches, wrote them off, rather see me hit the church and get religious. Who are you fooling? I know what you doing, you my contradiction. Remember when you caught that body and still wiggled through that sentence? What the fuck is this about? This could also be a reference to Kendrick's confession in verse 4 of Mad City. If I told you I killed a person at 16, would you believe me? Yeah, maybe. I think that's a good reference right there. Good annotation, but who knows? Loved you more when you flipped and lose your shit. Hugged you more. It sexy me. Cuss the ass out and hold the grudge some more. I know your favorite movie is The Notebook. That makes perfect sense because he's writing. I didn't get that on the first list. I was like, what is he talking about? Maybe this is a girl in The Notebook, the movie. But no, you fucking write in a notebook. Sometimes the most obvious things, and I don't get it. It's funny. So good. If they all sub me, get them all booked. My baby boo, you either heal people or you kill them. Both is true. It takes some tough skin just to deal with you. Logical explanation don't exist. Flipping pages, chapter after chapter. Probably remarried, head to Vegas. Ain't no bitch like my bitch, because that bitch been my pen. Well, there we go. You know, there was one other thing I did see people talking about a little bit as I tried to avoid online conversation. But of course, you know, if you go on the internet a couple days after a Kendrick album drops, you're going to see stuff about the Kendrick album. Some people are saying it feels like there's more coming. Like this ain't it. Well, I think that's true no matter what. But some people were saying there might be like a second part to this. Who knows? Who knows? I definitely agree with the feeling of this is not the end. At minimum, I mean, that just sounds stupid to even say. Clearly, Kendrick is not done. This feels like the beginning. This feels like him ramping up. This feels like the sleeping dragon is now fully awake, and now it's time to tear some shit apart. Like, if you take the analogy of waking the sleeping dragon, right? Let's take the idea, a silly analogy, but, you know, the brave shining knight goes in to steal the treasure from the dragon and wakes the dragon. And of course, the dragon gets upset and kills the invader, who we'll call Drake in this analogy. But now the dragon's awake. Who the fuck is this coming for my treasure, my beloved treasure, hip hop? Where did he come from? Are there more? Let's go get them too. It's not enough to just kill the invader, the one who woke me. No. I'm going to leave my cave now and I'm going to go kill them all. That's how I feel with this album. You know, in terms of the album itself, pretty impressed with the variety of production. Very impressed with the variety of production. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Hearts, or songs that don't have hearts, On first listen, I don't have a check mark next to Hey Now, Dodger Blue, Peekaboo, or GNX. And I don't remember why. This has been a long video, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Lots of talking. But overall, man, I do like just the amount of variety that exists. Some of it worked, some of it didn't work. GNX, I'm not into at all. But we'll see if that changes with more listens. But to me, the message from Kendrick is pretty fucking clear. I'm coming. Like everybody thought he'd already like made his attack. And I feel like that was just the warm up, essentially. Like I feel like he's got much more in mind, bigger goals, bigger fish to fry, etc. Good listen, good album. God, Kendrick can fucking write, man. When he wants to, he can just tear off. Oh my God, it's incredible. All right, y'all. I will probably try and sit down with the music video for Squabble Up sometime this weekend. So after Thanksgiving, I want to sit with this album a little bit more. And then, because I avoided it, but I saw, people trying to dissect the video. And I was like, no, I'm not even going to look at this shit. But yeah, we'll see if we can pick up any visual clues. And then with the Squabble Up video, I'll do it solo. I'll post it to YouTube just for the fun of going through that and enjoying the buzz of the conversation. And I guess that's it. For those of you who might be traveling, if you're seeing this today and you're traveling, you'll travel safe. I hope you guys get to spend time with family. Talk to your family if you can. Don't divide. Don't build up walls. Don't isolate. Don't tear things apart, man. And I know, look, sometimes it sucks, this idea of why do I have to be the better person, It feels that way. Doesn't mean it's necessarily true, but it can feel that way. I tell you guys, the more we as individuals separate ourselves from someone because they did this and they said that and they voted for who and they believe this, the more we separate ourselves, the more divided we are and the less we can do. Or we just fall apart as a society, as a community, everything. Obviously, I don't know your specific situation, so please don't take this as me talking down to you or telling you how to live your life. I'm just asking you to take it into consideration. That's all. Take it into consideration. What do you actually want from people, from life, from relationships? What do you actually want? And these ideas that you might have about how you're supposed to respond, are they actually your ideas? Are they actually what you want? Or is it just a bunch of fucking garbage you've seen on Reddit, on TikTok, wherever? What is it that you actually believe? Ask yourself that question. And whatever answer you come up with, that's your answer. That's all I say right there. Okay, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon.